Here we go, fourth graders. Your video for today. Your learning target is I can solve multi-step number problems involving money. So, I'm going to share with you something fun I did over the weekend. I would like you to share that in group today as well. So, one thing that was fun over the weekend for me, you know, but then I went to the concert, but I'm going to tell you that my wife and I went to a nice restaurant with my parents, and it's one of my favorite places because it has homemade root beer and homemade ice cream. So I had a homemade root beer float. That was very good. Our learning target is I can solve multi-step number problems involving money. So let's take a look at this problem. Meg has one $100 bill, Denise has 9 $10 bills, Luke has 100 $1 bills, and Don has 6 $1 bills and 31 bills. Who has the most money? Be prepared to explain. So let's see if it lets me actually write here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this into all the same things. So I'm going to put an M here. It's not going to let me do that. So I'm going to switch screens. I'm going to put an M for Meg. And since we're talking $100 bills, $10 bills, $1 bills, I'm going to make these all into $1 bills. So I'm going to think about if you have a $100 bill, that's really the same as 100 ones. Now, if you look at Denise, she has 9 $10 bills, which really is the same as having $90. So Denise has $90. Luke has $101 bills, which is the same as $100. And Don has 6 $10 bills, so 6 times 10, that's like 60. 30 times 1 is 30, so Don, I'll put D-O, has $90. So the question is who has the most money. It's pretty easy to see it's Megan and Luke. They both have $100. Notice that I had to do some multi-steps here, so I had to convert these into how much money they have. I couldn't just write down $10 bills, $101 bills. So now, let's take a look at what you'll be doing today. One thing that you can think of too is 10 $1 bills gives you $10, another 10 $1 bills gives you 20, and so on. Oops, not what I wanted. So I'll read this to you. College students in Santa Barbara, California completed classes and are making travel plans to go home for the summer. Use information in the chart below to help them plan their trips. If you need to draw a diagram, such as a measurement scale, which I just showed you, to help you solve the problems. So Colleen, Amelia, and Theresa are going home to San Diego. They buy 3 train tickets using $200 bills. How much change should they get from the cashier? So first off, I have to find San Diego. So here's San Diego. And it says that they're buying a train, so I have to look here at train. So that's 42. So the first thing I need to think about is how much would 3 of those tickets cost? Which is really like 3 times 42. I'm going to partition this though into 40 and 2. So now this becomes 3 times 40 plus 3 times 2. Now 3 times 40 is 120, plus 6 costs $126. So there's my first step. Whoops. And then it says I used 2 $100 bills, so that's the same as $200. So now this becomes 200 minus 126. So I'm going to think about what could get me up to 126. I know if I add 50, that'd be 176. And I'd have 24 more to go, so I know that it is $74. So if you look at the two steps that I did here for this problem, the first I did was I had to figure out how much the tickets cost was my first step. Then I had to subtract that from how much money they got to find the change. So that is how you do those multi-step problems.